Greetings, everybody. Man, it's July 3rd. Tomorrow's the 4th. It's gonna be busy at work. So, I'm still churning out these movie watchings of the Game of Clones. I watched Challenge of the Tiger from 1980. It's got Bruce Lee, and Richard Harrison, who was in like a lot of ninja movies, and he was popular like in the 60s. Anyway, so we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies into this, and this might be so far the closest one to something like Samurai Cop or Troll 2, or because this movie's pretty crazy. It starts out, these scientists have they've created a drug that will kill sperm. Like, you take a pill and it'll make you infertile, or your semen won't work. And immediately it was funny, the two doctors, like scientists, whatever, they hug each other, congratulate each other, and there's just two of them. And then these guys walk in and blow them away and steal their formula. So the CIA or someone gets Bruce Lee and Richard Harrison to track down the serum, see who has it, take it away from him, kill him, all that stuff. And yeah, this is treads like Samurai Cop, or I can't think of anything else, because it's just so crazy. They go to Spain and Bruce Lee fights a bull. that was pretty cool. And if logic would dictate, if a bull comes at you, you try to run away. Bruce Lee strips down and does his stance, and it looks like a couple of times he almost got run over by the bull, but he kills it. It even shows a not as good X-ray, he hits it right in the head, and then it goes animated to where you see the damage it does. It's just like a purple outline of a bull head, and you see a crack in it. So that was crazy. The villains are horrible, but in a good way. It has the actress that played Conan's mom. I can't remember her name, Kadusha. She's hot, but she's way hotter in Conan. And Conan was made a year later, and she looks... Her makeup and hair, whatever they did to her for Conan, maybe it was her outfit, she's just 5 times more beautiful in Conan than she is. But you see her naked in this. Oh yeah, there's a lot of boobs in this. In the first 5 minutes, Richard Harrison's character, he has a compound, and he's got naked ladies, and you see one, she's got big hooters, man, and she's playing tennis, and it's in slow motion, so she moves this way, her boobs go that way, and they're huge. They're not pendulous. They kind of look kind of fake. I know they were doing operations back then. They look great. She moves this way to hit, and to go. So that was awesome. And then Richard Harrison gets the call, and I was like, why would you leave? He had 3 girls. There's a statue. It's just from the Money Pit, where it's a little statue of a cherub, and he's peeing, and the girl's drinking it. Oh, and then Bruce Lee directed this too. But it's also very nonsensical. After a while, I kind of didn't know what was going on. I know they're after the pill. But the one thing that I didn't like is that Bolo Young is in here, and he gets wasted. He's just he's not even a second bad guy. He's just a henchman. I don't know, maybe they didn't have him for that long, but if you got Bolo Young, he's the big bad guy. He's the guy that you want to see any good guy fight. Yeah, there's these other two like bad guys that are protecting Kadaicha, and one of them is a big white dude, but he looks like old in the face, but he's buff, and he looks huge. And then he fights Bolo, and I was like, man, Bolo's kind of short, but next to him, maybe the guy wasn't as tall as he looks, but Bolo looked just a little bit shorter than him. But yeah, I was like, and that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, why would, I mean, Bruce Lee is the director. And then, I don't know, I felt it just kind of petered out towards the end. It was not as much fighting as some of these others, but there was still a lot. And I'm kind of blanking on the, no, yeah, and the main guy that Bruce Lee fights, he was like a third string henchman, you know, cannon fodder, fist fodder type of dude. So yeah, Challenge of the Tiger, it was good, and it's different than all the others. So each one of these, it's keeping going. I'll give it a 3 Manos Hands of Fate. So I got the Cameroon Connection left, Super Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, The Dragon Lives, The Dragon the Hero, Rage of the Dragon, and then what is this? The Big Boss, and the Black Dragon versus the Yellow Dragon. Oh yeah. And pretty much these aren't, I mean, maybe like, I mean, the Dragon the Hero or Super Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. Like Challenge of the Tiger, he's not Bruce Lee. He's not trying to be Bruce Lee anymore. I read, or it says that Bruce Lee was trying to, you know, carve his own character path, which is good. I think he does that once. That's the only thing he does. He's got long hair, but he's badass. He's I would dare to say he's even thinner than Bruce, but he's great. Yeah, he's really good. I mean, he shouldn't have. It's like a double-edged sword thing, like comparing him to Bruce. But he is a good martial artist, or he's entertaining. Flip the tape over. I'm gonna flip it. Still listening to Squib. So yeah, still got plenty more movies. I'm glad I'm doing good on this. I've been trying to watch one every day to bang this out. But I wanted to talk about some comics that I got today. These are just some. New Conan. I think they're wrapping this one up and starting a new one. Why do they do that? I got issue 1 of Chitara. I thought this was going to be a one-shot, and I was like, I'll get it. It's really good. I mean, Sue Lee, the writer, and Mencio Carboni, artist, really good. It's on Thundera. It's about a younger Chitara and super young Lino and everybody, Panthro and Tigra and Jagar are in here, and it was pretty good. I mean, not what I expected. Wolverine Deep Cut #1, another one like. So I have a box, a subscription at the comic book at the Dragon Slayer comics. So I have Wolverine, and anything Wolverine comes out, they put it in my box. So they put this. Sometimes, you know, I was looking at something that's like, but this is, I'll get it, and it's written by Chris Claremont, art by Edgar Salazar, and it was good. It's like, this takes place like '90s era X-Men comics. He fights Sabretooth, but it's like a clone of Sabretooth. So he's going like Wolverine's gonna go after Mr. Sinister, and I was like, oh, that seems pretty good. Lastly, Grendel #1, Devil's Crucible Defiance. This was great, but I mean that's to be expected from Matt Wagner and Grendel. His art has changed so much throughout the decades, but it's great. I heard they made a Grendel series for like Amazon Prime or Netflix, and they just shelved it. They're like, no, we're not gonna put it out, and they're never gonna see it. That's what I hear. Like these anti-Grendels. So this is about Grendel Prime. He's a cyborg, and he's nothing like the other Grendels. The other Grendels were humans possessed by like an evil entity, and this guy is like more like RoboCop or Terminator, and all the other Grendels were kind of bad guys, but Grendel Prime's definitely a good guy, and he kills the hell out of people. So I'm gonna put this on my subscription list for sure. Like, I don't want to miss an issue. It's only 4 issues, but they're gonna have like 3 different series. Like this one's Defiance. You're gonna have Sedition, and then Necrotic. So yeah, man. Any of these look like they might be good. Grendel. I would say if you can pick up one comic, and you can start with this. You don't need to really. I mean, I guess it would help, but it's like Grendel Prime is learning what's going on because he just got back from like a long space trip. And he just got back to Earth. It doesn't matter. You can still get into it. So that's it. Challenge of the Tiger. I watched it. When did I watch it? I can't. It's been so busy at work. I'm a little loopy. But Cameroon Connection is next.